Hello YouTube, this is Andy. I'm back with a gaming computer build parts list. And before I start the video, I just want to let you guys know that I am CompTIA A+ certified, and I am seeking experience in repairing computers. So you can message me on Twitter at AndyMTech. Message me on there and I'll give you my email and number. I do not want to put the email and number in this video because I do not want that email getting the messages from people I don't know. Okay, so if you are disabled, visually impaired, blind, disabled anyway, and you have any computer problems, I'm happy to help you guys out for a cheap price, of course. All my prices will be under $100, and depending on your budget, under $50, I'm happy to negotiate a price with anybody well under $100, maybe well under $50 as well. Once again, Twitter, AndyMPCTech. Okay, so in the previous video, I was talking about with this. I did a parts list with an AMD A10 7860K, and since then I've been doing research and looking at prices and stuff, and today I have a parts list with an AMD FX 6300, and I think that this looks like the best CPU for around the price range I'm looking at. And my plans is really to get a motherboard and CPU bundle from a Micro Center store that's nearest to me. So that's my plan. Anyways, I'm going to switch over to from my webcam over to the screen recorder running on my desktop computer. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, this is Andy. I'm back again. I'm using a screen recorder. So right now I have the webcam open up on the side here, so you can see my face. Shout out to all of my family and friends and subscribers and viewers. Thanks for watching. Okay, now here's the parts list, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, I am visually impaired, so we're using the magnifier here to magnify the screen so I can read the parts out to you guys. So here the processor I've chosen is the AMD FX 6300, clocked at the 3.5 GHz 6-core processor. Manufacturer is AMD, model FX 6300. I'm not going to read the part number because that's way too long. 64-bit, socket AM3 Plus. It operates at frequency 3.5 GHz, has 6 cores. It has L1 cache of 3 x 64 kilobytes instructions and 6 x 16 kilobyte data. It has L2 cache of 3 x 2 megabytes, L2 cache of 3 x 2 megabytes, L3 cache of 1 x 8 megabytes. I'm not sure what this is here, that lithograph something. So if you know what that is, please let me know in the comments. The thermal design power is 95 watts, which means it will pull up to 95 watts from the power supply. It includes the CPU cooler, does not do hyper-threading, and does not include integrated graphics. I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm in the front room of my house, so just bear with it. If you hear it, there'll probably be cars you'll be hearing, people talking in the background from outside. I do apologize. So for the motherboard here is the ASUS M5A78L -M USB 3 Micro ATX AM3 Plus motherboard. Here are the specs. Manufacturer is ASUS. Part number. For Factor Micro ATX, CPU socket is AM3 Plus. AMD chipset is 760 AMD 760G. As for memory, it supports up to 32 gigabytes of DDR3 and 66, 33, 1600, 1800, 1866, and 2000 megahertz of 240 pin DDR3 DIMMs. It has onboard video, which, I mean, I've been looking at motherboards and CPU parts since I started the A+ program in 2014, and this is the first motherboard I've come across online that shows the fact that it has onboard graphic built into the motherboard and not the CPU. So if I do get to this board, I am actually really interested in trying out the onboard graphics to see how it works and how well it shows. I mean, I'm visually impaired, so any graphics that I can get would be fine for me. So, moving on. It does not support SLI or Crossfire. It supports 6 SATA 3 gigabits hard drives or SSDs. It has onboard Ethernet and does not include an onboard USB 3.0 header. So being that it doesn't include USB 3.0 headers, I'm thinking I can either buy a new case or I can see if I think my family has an old computer laying around that has a case that can fit this board, and maybe if it does, I'll use that case instead of buying a new one and just scrap the parts in that case, and let's see how that works. I mean, let's see what happens. So for memory is the Corsair. The Corsair Vengeance 4 GB 1x 4 GB DDR3 1600 MHz memory. So manufacturer is Corsair. Here's the part number. It is DDR3 1600 MHz 240 pin DIMM. Size. It says price per gigabyte is $5.25. Latency, timing, and voltage is 1.5 volts. It does include a heat spreader, and it does not include ECC. Okay. Yeah. Hard drive for 140 Western Digital Caviar Blue, 1 terabyte, 1.5 inch, 72 RPM internal hard drive. For the graphics card, and with the EVGA GeForce GT 734 gigabytes. So the specs for this will be over here. EVGA part number, interface PCI Express X16, chipset is the GeForce G30, memory size is 4 gigabytes, memory type is DDR3, core clock 700 MHz, top down power TDP is 49 watts. It includes a fan. It does not have support for SLI or Crossfire. The length is 6 inches. The length is 166 meters. This is about 6 inches and 61 millimeters, I think. And the ports are mini HDMI and DVI dual link.